Hello and welcome. My name is Amanda and today I have for you my TBR stack for two readathons that are happening simultaneously. So the two readathons I will be participating in are the Tis-the-Season-a-Thon, which I believe is being hosted by Chelsea over at Chelsea Delling Reads, but I don't remember. I will leave a link to the video down below with all the information when I search and find the original video. And then the other book readathon challenge thing that I'm participating in is Book Bingo, which was created by Paige over at Creating & Co. And I believe she has an announcement video. If not, I know there for sure is a blog post on the Creating & Co website that I will leave down in the description box below for you to check out. So Tis-the-Season-a-Thon and Book Bingo both run through December 3rd through the 9th, which is the first full week in December. I'm going to start out with the Tis-the-Season-a-Thon and explain the prompts to you because I will have a card to show you for Book Bingo and again a link where you can either purchase the card, actually it's probably too late to purchase the card, where you can download the card for yourself. So Tis-the-Season-a-Thon has 5 reading challenges or reading prompts plus a bonus. I think I have a book for each of them. Yeah, it looks like 2 audiobooks and 3 physical books, or a total of 5. Wow. So it looks like the first prompt for Tis-the-Season-a-Thon is to read a book with red or green on the cover. And for this, I am listening to The Last Christmas in Paris, which is a World War I or II story. It's one of those. But it's a book that I've had on my Audible now for a bit of time, so it's perfect time to read it since it does take place during and around the Christmas season. Prompt number 2 is to read a book while listening to holiday music, and for that I plan on reading Bridget Jones's Diary by Helen Fielding. I've never actually read Bridget Jones's Diary. I didn't even know it was a book until I saw it in a used bookstore. And I love the movie, so I thought it would be really fun to read. And it should be pretty quick. A lot of it is in like email or instant messaging or like timestamp diary. Obviously diary is her diary format. But I thought it would be really fun to listen to some probably classical music, Christmas music while I'm reading this, because I can't listen to music with words while I'm reading. And if I'm not mistaken, part of the story does take place around Christmas time, so I thought it would be perfect for the season. And prompt number 3 is to read a book that will make you feel warm and fuzzy. And for this, I have planned to read Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald original screenplay. This is by J.K. Rowling and other screenwriters. I pre-ordered this for its release date in November, and I do want to read it again, hopefully before I go see it again. But I love the movie, and I kind of really enjoy reading in a screenplay format. It's just so simple and it paints such a beautiful picture, and these copies are just gorgeous. So I'm really looking forward to there's 3 more coming out. I think they're making 5 movies, aren't they? Anyway, I'm really looking forward to diving into the Wizarding World again in a screenplay format. Prompt number 4 is to read a short book, and a short book is considered 250 pages or less for this challenge. And for that, I am reading The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus. This is by L. Frank Baum, who is also the author of The Wizard of Oz. This is actually one of Skylar's books that have been on our shelves for 3 years now, basically since he moved in with me, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to read the stories in here. And then the 5th prompt is to read a holiday themed book, And for this, I am going to listen to Gather Round the Sound, which is a short story anthology with a bunch of different authors. It was Audible's freebie book for the year, I believe, last year. So I've had it uh, on my Audible list for quite a while now, and it's the perfect time to read it since it is holiday themed. And then the bonus challenge is to read the group book, which is Snow in Love. And I think this also is an anthology, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not planning on reading it though. So I can't tell you what it's about. I just know that there's multiple authors. So I believe it is an anthology, but I'm not 100% sure, like I said. And then for book bingo, I've got a little helper here who wants to talk about books with us. But book bingo, I will go through the card after this clip, but I'm just going to go through what row prompts, or I guess what prompts I'm going to read, and then the books associated with them. So for a 2018 release, I am again going to read Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. For a book that contains magic, I am reading The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus, because this time of year there's nothing more magical than Santa. For the first in a series, I am reading Bridget Jones's Diary, since aside from not knowing this was a book, I also did not know this was a series, but it makes sense because there's multiple movies. For historical fiction, I am reading The Last Christmas in Paris, a novel of World War I. And then for A Star on the Cover, I am reading Gather Round the Sound. It kind of has more like asterisk stars that you would draw versus like a real star, but that's what I have planned. So now I'm going to change the angle and show you the book bingo card and kind of explain the rest of the prompts, and as well as the Bookstagram challenges that go along with this readathon. All right, so here is the book bingo card. You could have ordered it as a thick piece of cardstock along with some stickers it came with that they were like books that you could mark off your categories with. But I knew that Paige was coming out with a printable, and I knew that I wanted to print it on my own sticker paper so that I could put it in my Erin Condren and keep track of it better that way. So that's what I did, and then I just kind of finished it off with some washi tape from Paige's shop. But this is a book bingo. You have to get a bingo, so you have to read a total of 5 books within the week readathon. It doesn't matter what way you get it, whether it's all horizontal, all vertical, or diagonal, and in any column, as long as it's 5 books in the traditional bingo format. So when I read off my books, I chose them to go with this top row. So I am just going all horizontally. But you can do any of the other books within this. I think originally I was going to go with this row because there's the Harry Potter square, and I knew I was reading Crimes of Grindelwald, but it also works as a 2018 release. And I couldn't make the books that I wanted to read fit in with that row. But basically, just to go left to right in each column, you can read a 2018 release, a book that contains magic, the first book in a series, a historical fiction, a star on the cover, something with a pretty spine, and that's up to your own interpretation of what a pretty spine is, your most anticipated read, a retelling, a book with a blue cover, a mist creating and co-theme. I will leave all of the themes for the year down in the description box below if you don't know. A creating a co-theme each month in the book club, which is a Facebook group on Facebook, obviously. We have a theme for the month. Some months are just considered a readathon month, but others are like this month, November, is a book dealing with nature, set in nature, something natural about it. So I will leave those listed down below in case this is the row or this is the row that you want to do, column. Then it's a celeb book club pick. You could go off of Oprah's book club. I think Reese Witherspoon has a book club. I don't know that Emma Watson has her own book club, but she might. I know she reads a lot. A holiday read, so any kind of holiday that you celebrate. The group read, which is it's a Christmas Carol retelling, and it's something about Holly something or other. I don't remember the life and death of Holly Nichols or something like that. I don't know, but I will leave the group read book down in the description below as well. Next theme is to read a Harry Potter book. This could be anyone in the original series. It could be Cursed Child. It could be Fantastic Beasts. It could be anything from the Hogwarts library. Basically any Harry Potter book. And then the last book in a series. And then we move into nonfiction, a childhood favorite, a book over 350 pages, a title with the letter R. I was interpreting this as it doesn't have to be like the first word in the title. It doesn't have to be every word in the title starts with the letter R. I was going to plan to read Blanca Roja, which is Anna Marie McLemore's newest release. You can read a bestseller. Then moving down to the last row, we've got a book with a red cover, a book that involves snow, a book that has diverse characters, a book recommended to you, and an audiobook. And just because there is a square for an audiobook doesn't mean that you can only have an audiobook for this square. Like I said, I'm reading in this row 2 audiobooks. So that works for me. It's basically, my interpretation is any book format that like Goodreads would consider a book. So whether it's a tome, a novel, a graphic novel, comic book, audiobook, ebook, anything. Basically, as long as you're spending time with a book, that's pretty much good enough. So you can also go for a blackout, which would be completing every single square in the book bingo. And I believe you have until the end of the month for that. But I think it still starts on the 3rd. I'm not entirely sure though, but the Creating & Co. Blog post that I'm going to leave linked below will have all the information. And if you have any questions, join the Facebook book club group and just post in the group. I'm sure a lot of people do as well, have the same questions. So someone in the group will know the answer or will loop in Paige for her to answer. So that is the book bingo card. And then I want to show you the photo prompts that I've got in my, I wrote them out in my bullet journal just so I could keep track of them a lot easier. So for book bingo, it's the first 24 days of 24 days of December that we are posting a picture on Instagram or in the Facebook group. Again, this will be on the blog post, but the hashtag you can use is ccbookbingo. That way everyone who's participating can go through and find your pictures. But for day 1, it's a picture of your TBR stack. Day 2 is lights. Day 3 is red. Day 4 is cozy. Day 5 is festive. Day 6 is magic. Day 7 is tinsel. Day 8 is frosty. Day 9 is socks. Day 10 is baked goods. Day 11 is happy. Day 12 is stars. Day 13 is cocoa. Day 14 is jolly. Day 15 is flame. Day 16 is trees. Day 17 is wrapping paper. Day 18 is childhood. Day 19 is green. Day 20 is stickers. Day 21 is tradition. Day 22 is reindeer. Day 23 is holiday spirit. and day 24 is pajamas. So you can interpret these however you want. There isn't like a Bookstagram police that's going to say, that's not happy enough, you can't use that picture, or this has nothing to do with your childhood. Basically, it's just a way to have fun with another platform and get creative during this challenge. The only other thing for Book Bingo is that there will be a sticker planning party in the Facebook group. I didn't buy the kit, so I can't show you that, but if you're interested in that, I think I can, it won't get here in time, but you can see in the blog post what kit they're using. And it's just kind of a fun way to bring everybody together in that sort of sense. So that is it for the 2 readathons I have. I hope that you join us in one of them. It will be a lot of fun. Please let me know down in the comments below if you are participating in either Book Bingo or Tis-the-Season-a-Thon, or if you have any other readathons planned for this month. Please do let me know down in the comments below, and I will chat with you there until my next video. Bye!